Grogg's excited.
Of course he should be excited. He gets to flog more.
Grogg
What's up, everybody, and welcome to more Diablo 3. I, of course, am Whatthefnu, and before we begin...
Grogg flog.
Wow, everybody showed up for this one. Sonicu, Blue, Gecko Guy, Pillow Sledder's here, too. And to answer the question I saw earlier about the music, the song that was playing during the opening there was Calm Before the Storm, specifically the HD version. There are slight improvements over the original because that was the point in history where we were starting to do orchestrated soundtracks, but yes, that is the specific one I was using. So, I made a post on the Discord talking about what we should do today, and the majority of people voted...
Grogg flog.
Right, but I also saw one extra vote for making a season character, one vote for going through story mode. We could do both, right? If we just make season characters, we can level them up any way we feel like.
Yeah, you can do season story.
Okay. So we can do a little bit of that later. Not before Grogg gets to flog, though.
Grogg wanna vlog. Grogg had bad day.
Well, tell us where to
Grogg
go, Grogg.
Grogg, get more orbs. Grogg, get keystone.
Just remember to have fun, Sonicu. Like, you'll burn yourself out really quickly if you don't enjoy the process of a workout. This is something I learned really quickly actually working in a studio. It's all about mental motivation and whatnot. My mom reminded me of that the other day. The reason I go for walks now is because it's something I enjoy doing. Oh god, I have completely forgotten how to play this character. Oh, right. I don't do much of my own stuff. I just keep summoning skeletons that kill everything for me.
Simple build, best build.
I have an army and you have a Grogg. Together we may just be able to take down Loki.
Puny god.
So I'm going to turn down the volume here just a little bit. That way it doesn't reflect again over the... people don't hear an echo of it over the mic. Where was I? What was I talking about before? Yeah, enjoy it. Find ways that you enjoy working out, and it'll be a lot better. It'll be a lot more effective, too. It's a dirty trick, but it's one that works. It's don't think of it as a workout. And don't call it a comeback, either. So, what has everybody been up to lately, other than that? Anything life-changing happened to Grogg since our last few adventures?
Grogg flog Friday.
Oh, right. You don't go back to that, that session until...
Friday.
Yes.
From what I gathered from another player, Grogg will go to a library. Grogg has...
Well, it's too bad Grogg's not a skeleton in that case. He could bone up on a few things. Hey.
Don't.
Hey, Grogg.
Don't.
Grogg.
Don't.
Grogg.
Don't.
Grogg.
Flog.
Why don't the skeletons play music in church, Grogg? Do you know?
Does Grogg flog them?
How'd you... Aw, you've heard that one before. So, we seem to be doing this one alright. My damage output isn't that great, which is weird because pretty much every piece of equipment I've got boosts my intelligence a little bit. Or are my skeletons powered up in some other way?
I know there's a way to get your skeletons buffed by your mages or vice versa. You can do some insane damage if you have the right equipment for it.
Okay. What about your Diablo character, Fnu? Any backstory you're thinking of? You know, I wish there was, because right now her backstory is I just wanted to see what a necromancer was like. And if I liked the class at all. Granted, I like all of the classes in this game. But that's probably only because I haven't played it enough. And that's part of this. Diablo's one of those scenes, like, I always wanted to get more into it. Like, I understand the appeal. I love games like Fate and Torchlight, Diablo too. But I've never had the time to really sink into them. And then I found out, hey, you like playing these kinds of games too, and it's like, yeah, I've been meaning to do more multiplayer stuff. We can get around to this. Open the portal.
Huh?
And we're gonna head home soon, right?
I guess. Grogg stopped flogging.
Only briefly.
Grogg has mail.
No, I think I've got mail. And they're all from you!
Oh!
How generous! Oh! How incredibly generous of you!
Sorry.
My inventory's full. Well, alright. I will take care of that. Zurath. Bottomless potions. Is that everything I've got? Or is there more stuff in here that I need? Oh, I've got a whole bunch of unidentified items too.
Grogg, take up all your time.
Oh, wait a second. No, I can't sell those to him. Is there anything better than what I had before? Anything at all?
If you're gonna destroy it, try and put it through the Knice cube first.
Oh, yeah. You told me about that.
But be careful not to destroy anything you want.
Well, I mean, it's not more powerful than anything I've got, so... Extract legendary power, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So... Gain thorns equal to 253% of your vitality. This would actually be really useful as a skill, because there is a passive ability for necromancers that gives your thorns to skeletons. Do you think that would work, or are things just dying way too quickly to actually take advantage of this?
Yeah, won't know till you try.
Where's the remote? There it is. Just realized I still have my Discord open. It's, I was looking around for a few things. We'll talk about those at the end of the show, though. Let's see here. Backstory. Necromancer needs friends. I don't know what lives down here, and something tells me I don't want to find out. Necromancer makes friends. Necromancer and friends go on wonderful adventure of adventuring. Another day, another dungeon. I just hope the monster to treasure ratio is more in my favor this time. Oh, Necromancer. Just
Lonely
reminds...
Necromancer seeking... Yes, Grogg flog. Grogg
Here, I should put you in charge of chat. You good?
I'm good.
Alright. I'm a little more familiar with people anyway, I guess. This is attacking enemies below 20% life freezes them for 3 seconds. What does that do? Just they're paralyzed in place, they can't move or attack?
Yeah.
Okay. But again, they die too quickly, so siphon blood, drains blood from additional 2 targets. Undead and demon enemies within 25 yards take 564% weapon damage as holy every second and are sometimes knocked into the air. That seems a little counterproductive for a necromancer, although it does only say enemies. To make friends, the necromancer makes a skeleton army. There's a time limit before they go away, right? Yes, there is, in fact, a time limit. I love how I looked at you like I was expecting an answer, and then I'm like, oh, right. I remember how my character works. I promise.
Grogg flogs? I'm just here to flog things.
First time an elite pack damages you. Okay. Increase the damage of Wave of Light? No, that's something I can't do. Army of the Dead gains the effect of the Unconventional Warfare rune. What? Hold on a second. Unconventional Warfare. Let me double check my skills here. Army of the Dead. And skeletons. I've already got that one!
So then you can use a different rune.
Alright. Knocks all affected enemies towards the center. Skeleton hands raised from the ground, damaging enemies for as poison. Army tramples enemies in a line, damage turns into cold. Raise a storm of the dead that surround you, damaging enemies for 15,500% weapon damage as physical over 5 seconds. So let's try that. And then... I should probably just keep this to...
R1 to go to your powers so that you remember to... back to the cube. R1 powers.
Okay, so...
That's for weapons. I don't think you have any.
Oh.
You'd have to swap out your poop pants for...
Well, I mean... I wasn't too attached to them to begin with. It was just one of those funny things that my necromancer has...
smell better. Grogg, no, flog, necromancer.
Grogg flog for money to buy grog. Grogg with 2 G's. Flogs to get money to buy grog with 1 G.
Grogg, simple man.
Grog prefer a good cocktail, to be honest with you.
No. Grogg would drink dirty dishwater.
Singing lightning skill. Growing scythe. Burn the ground you walk on. 46% increased movement speed for using Blood Rush. Chance to summon a ghostly fallen champion when attacking. It's a weapon. I don't have one of those yet. We could do that. Stun enemies for 2 seconds the first time you hit them. 7-sided strike. That's not useful to me. Chance on hit to summon a demonic slave. Just make my army even bigger.
It's amusing.
Between that and the ghostly fallen champion, which is better, do you think?
Yeah, 6 to 1, half a dozen to the other. Personally, I like to use either the furnace or the fulminator in my weapon power.
Okay. Let's see if I have either of those. Fulminator. Lightning damage has a... Okay. But that's built into your build, pretty much.
Fulminator, yeah. It's part of why I'm the raving barbarian.
For now, I guess we'll... Hell, let's turn Diablo's power against him.
Hey there, Mr. Slave.
Maximus!
And you still have a jewelry slot if you have any rings or amulets you are using.
So, picking up gold heals you, prevent all poison damage taken, and heal yourself for the amount. What is this? Oh, that's armor? Wait a second. No. Enemies you kill have a 3% additional chance to drop health globe.
Which, depending on how you have your build set up, that is very useful.
Pull your enemies toward your target and slow them. Wizard only. Reduces all resource costs by 8%.
That's not the benefit you get.
What? Ring occasionally haunts nearby enemies. What does that do?
It's Witch Doctor ability. I think they take increased damage when they're haunted.
There's a fallen lunatic to your side every 10 seconds. My build at this point is just build an army. Reduce the remaining cooldown of one of your skills by 1 second when you hit with a resource spending attack. Single element. Yeah, let's go for it. More dudes. For now, I'm allowed to have fun with this, right?
Yeah.
Oh, summon a treasure goblin who picks up normal quality items for you. After picking up 12 items, he drops a rare item with a chance for a legendary.
You're picking up mostly rare at this point.
Okay.
Puzzle ring kind of loses its usefulness after you hit Paragon.
Okay. Well, in that case, may as well stash the rest of this. I mean, it was very graciously given to me by another player. I don't want to just get rid of it, you know? Alright. And now...
Sorry. You don't have to go through all of it immediately.
There we go.
I went through some of my inventory and,
Hey, this might actually be better than what I've got. More vitality. Plus 8% damage, just straight up a boosted percentage. Rare is now common. Gecko brings up a good point.
yeah.
Upgraded the character so much you would ignore an entire tier of the list.
Yeah, once you hit Paragon, you're not gonna see rare very often, or common very often.
Well, it says this is slightly better.
Yeah, that boosted your skills.
Extra attack speed. Extra critical hit chance. Life per hit, that would be useful.
And if you start wearing a set, you'll have a more optimized build, do more damage. Be like Grogg, who's built to flog.
But that right there is way more intelligence, more vitality, extra damage, and critical hit chance. Slightly less critical hit chance, but more damage though. Fire skills deal 18% increased damage. I don't have... The Moribund Gauntlets are also really good because they augment my Golem, but I'm not using a Golem. Anything else? Anywhere? No? Okay. Again, I'll sort through all of this later. For now, I'm just going to stash it, because when do you have extra legendaries to burn through, right?
Right now, you still have mail.
What? Oh, no. How many did you send me? Just out of curiosity.
I went through my inventory and everything I didn't want.
Well, each corpse consumed in the land of the dead grants a stack of macabre knowledge. Increases the damage of corpse lance and corpse explosion. You know, I'm using only a third of those skills, though. I'm only using land of the dead. Or army of the dead, sorry, so... I guess I can upgrade to this.
Focus and restraint are part of a set.
What's that?
The 2 rings, focus and restraint, they're part of a set.
Huh. What do they do? Hit with a resource-generating attack, deal 50% increased damage for 5 seconds. When you're hit with when you're hit with a resource-spending attack, deal 50% increased damage for 5 seconds. What was that?
Somebody looks like they're trying to join. Ah, that guy.
Oh. Hey there. I didn't know people could just join whenever. Interesting.
If you can set it in the menu if you want it to be LAN only or friends only. I usually leave it open to friends. So that might be what your setting is too.
Okay. Well, this is an unexpected turn of events. I'm not going to argue with it, but... You ready to go?
Should prove entertaining. We all have Greater Rift keystones now.
I think so, yeah. What's up, man? How you doing today? Welcome to the chat, by the way, and the game, if for that matter. Just a quick reminder, because of my setup, we have the TV turned all the way down, so we unfortunately won't be able to hear whatever you said over the mic. Or say over the mic. Please use that power for good and not evil. That's all I ask.
Or Grogg will flog. Grogg flog.
Hi. It's up to you. Take us where we need to go, Grogg. I just noticed. I think, my skeletons were glowing there for a second.
Let's die horribly.
We'll get up to there eventually.
Last time my wizard enjoyed this madness.
No, Grogg get to enjoy it. But I thought Grogg liked to do everything himself.
Grogg's just in it for the flog.
Uh-oh. Well, there
Grogg,
I go.
Grogg not used to this.
Hey, where's our buddy? Where'd he go? He disappeared. Hold on, you gotta give me a second so that my army's back up and running. Wait a second, I see a lot of corpses up there. There we are. We're all reunited. It feels so good.
Grogg flogging. It's not doing anything.
This is nuts. I don't think we've even made a dent in his health bar yet. And I'm not sure what killed me, but... Oh, they have ranged attacks. That's what happened. So I could technically survive this as long as they're not aiming at me. Well, something killed them. It probably wasn't me. Here we are. I'm trying to keep up. That's what I'm doing right now. We should probably be watching his player marker on there, because then we won't get lost and turned around and deadified. Boss in monk's clothing. That's kind of what your character is right now in Pathfinder, isn't he?
One punch McHammer monk.
Pretty much, yeah.
Can't touch him. Except if you have arrows. Dear God.
Yeah, we'll talk about... Do you want to talk about that story? Othniel's last stand?
So there we were. Enemy territory, surrounded by archers. And took down... They took down the barbarian. They took down... what are you, an inquisitor?
My character is an investigator, yes. I got really lucky in the sense that I was reduced to exactly 0 HP. So I wasn't dead. I wasn't dying. I was just unconscious.
The barbarian, on the other hand, was bleeding out.
Why is everything in here toxic? How is everything in here toxic?
Because...
Spawning evil... exploding corpses all over the place. I can't eat these.
You picked the wrong, power, then.
What?
One of your amulets you could have destroyed would give you immunity to poison, I think.
Probably should have taken it then, huh?
Alright, let's go. Quickly now.
I mean, I'm trying.
So, Whatthefnu piled
Here goes my character again.
Whatthefnu piled up their corpses onto a horse and made a mad dash. I had 1 hit point.
I can't believe you're actually getting a chance to upgrade your gems again.
Well, we all will.
Oh, sorry, Boston Mook's clothing. That was what he did, which is also applicable.
Whatthefnu barely wears clothing.
On that thin line between life and death, simultaneously both and neither. Might as well keep doing this, right? It's the only gem I know, and it's pretty powerful last I checked. Extra damage against elites and everything.
I'm just amused at how much we level up. Need to speak to Kadala.
Oh, I don't actually have anything to sell.
Are you Kadala? There we are. Then I have to go back and pick up the blood shards.
Yeah, as soon as we got back to town, my character was not happy. He starts brewing together a bullet. The potion is called Bullet Shield. It's just any kind of projectiles that come your way. You get extra bonuses for defending against them. And essentially, he was like, "Oh, you like using arrows, huh? I'll take those arrows and shove them right up your ass."
Yeah, and I think I made some poor guard shit herself when I got back to town.
Because
Giving me
you
a
weren't
hard-
very happy either.
She gave me a hard time about open up the gate because there's some crisis happening inside. And I've had a fucking day. Open
No,
the
no, 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 no,
damn-
hit no, hit no, hit no.
Why not? What was wrong?
Because he wasn't coming in. This player has declined to come with. Go anyway? No.
Fine. We'll play something. Torment 5, you want to try? See if
Sure.
you'll live through that?
Just slowly moving up through the ranks, yeah.
Give me a minute.
What's up, Arbok? Welcome to the chat, man.
Hello. Grogg, flog.
Start where we were, and then, oh, I see. Alright. I mean, this is just going to get completely obliterated, but at least this time we'll be able to contribute. If we get lost behind this guy, we can just go off on our own adventure for a while. Do whatever we feel like.
This is laughable.
Ah!
Stop hanging out by the entrance.
It's the only place I'm safe, I'm sorry.
Grogg goes where the enemies seem thickest.
I'm coming. I'm
That's
trying.
What she said.
I'm a necromancer. Usually my minions do everything for me, including running. This is a new experience for me, I'm sorry.
Grogg flog.
So yes, this actually has never happened to me before.
Ha 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 ha.
What in the world? This thing's immune to my life drain.
Is
Having
it
a little.
shielded?
Ironically, I'm having a lot of trouble with other undead enemies. It's interestingly enough the one thing I don't have power over. Grogg, you move too fast. I'm getting stuck on the environment.
I don't even know where Grogg is.
He's the one that's ahead of the other one. If you're ever wondering where Grogg is, comparatively to the other players, he's typically the one in front.
Grogg's the barbarian.
It's where he belongs. Or where he's most effective at the very least.
It's a waste not to put the barbarian in the front. Unless you have a one-punch McHammer monk.
Alright, now battle's moving along at a good pace. It's hard to... I can imagine, looking at this from an outside perspective, what this looks like to people who know nothing about Diablo.
I almost died. Grogg ran into explosion.
Just being like, what in the world is even going on right now? There's so much visual information happening. And anybody who doesn't know the first thing about Diablo is probably... I think our inventories are full. Anybody who doesn't know the first thing about Diablo is just like, we're not playing the level so much as watching everything die as we walk through. Oh right, we forgot to talk to this character too.
I don't know what all my shows are. Yeah, sure, why not?
One Punch was just described by Fnu. Pretty much. Hey, give me a second here. No. It goes down every time. So that's what motivates you to keep going up to higher and higher rifts.
Yep.
Is to make your best buffs even better.
Yup.
So now what I've been trying to do... sell all that good stuff. Identify what I can.
That's a paltry sum right there compared to what we've had.
I mean... But we actually did it somewhat by ourselves, so...
Well,
we can feel good about it.
Our friend was still significantly ahead of us for parts of it.
Not quite worth it. But what is this, then? No, still not worth it. The Justice Lantern. I just caught that. Reduction equal to 55% of your block chance. Okay. The Monster Hunter. I love it. What does it do? Hold on a second.
Nothing that special.
Yeah, but... Alright. That's just really cool that that's there. I love that franchise. In fact, I'll probably... using transmog, I'll probably make my weapon look like that eventually. I like that a lot. Okay, inventory's open. Let's go.
More presents.
That I already know the name of, so... looks like I already have them in the bag.
I'll take the Inna stuff.
Whew. Playing Jak and Daxter for the first time in ages. I love those games. The first one especially a lot of people love, but I didn't mind the second and third. I thought they were really cool in their own right. Your stash is almost full, look at that.
Yeah, I know. That's why I gave you so much crap.
And you went through your inventory for all the stuff that you didn't want, and even then you still had so much of it left. Monster Hunter World looks fantastic. Yes, it does.
I don't know anything about that series, and I'm intrigued.
Mm-hmm. I will... You know what? When eventually... It's coming out for PS4. Do you want to play that together when it comes out? I will show you the ropes about what Monster Hunter is all about. I'll do a way better job than the tutorial does, I'll tell you that much.
Sounds fun. Now, I thought it looked freaking immersive.
Oh, yeah.
Like, that's the kind of game that I will regret playing on account of how tired I'll be. Conduit.
I love this drain attack that I've got. Because anytime I need more energy to keep summoning mages, I can just borrow it from enemies. It's like, excuse me, can I use your soul for something? I'll give it back later, I think.
That's a lie. The only bad part about Conduit is I'm not able to flog anything.
Shock 4 battery level low.
For me.
You're using the cord, right?
I took it out.
Not enough room.
Not long enough. Here, if you'll hand it to me, I'll plug it back in. Sit forward.
I'll let my skeletons take care of this for a second.
Yeah.
Just keep summoning mages, they'll do the work for me. It's like having an entire group of characters with you. They do all the work for me, and I can just sit in the back and do all the magey spell slinging stuff.
Grogg had a stroke.
If I was
stop for a minute.
If I was playing this game solo, yeah, the Necromancer would probably be one of my favorite classes. Just because you never feel alone.
You know, I've played the Witch Doctor and I've played the Necromancer. And I liked them. I thought that they were challenging builds to actually make into high damage output.
Mm-hmm.
But I found myself focusing more on my cooldowns and my resource.
More spells instead of better spells.
Well, not that. I'm focusing so much on my cooldowns that I'm not really paying attention to the game.
The way I play this character, I've managed to avoid that. I just mash R2 and occasionally press X.
Yeah.
And things still die anyway. It's a little mindless, yes, but at the same time, everything's dying around me at such a fast rate that it doesn't really have time to sink in. Besides, look at all of these dudes I have with me. And occasionally I summon a devil to my side.
Grogg's
Demon or a devil? They're two completely different things.
Grogg is pretty mindless. It's R2.
Reverse the birth, reverse the death, reverse the world, and spin, spin, spin. It's for all my Melty Blood of fans in the audience out there. To the one person who got that joke.
Grogg wanted shinies.
Well, Grogg got shinies. Does Grogg want more shinies?
Grogg want more flog.
And you will find it off in this direction. Just help me kill a few more things.
Not one of your skeletons.
This is a cool looking area back here. I mean, yes, it is a sewer level, but it's got enough contrasting colors here to really stand out. These warm torches everywhere. They give it a unique feel.
I think I know what level it's supposed to be from the story.
Interesting looking enemies at the very least. All of the plague carriers, the things that explode when you kill them.
The grotesques, yeah. And I'm thinking about in the seasons making a female barbarian. You get achievements and challenges for making like one of each gender and getting them both up to level 70 in Paragon. So I'm thinking about making a female barbarian. And since I wouldn't have access to everything I do in my normal stash,
Oh, treasure goblin.
see how that pans out. And it's dead. So would that be Grogg?
Might be. Alternate universe Grogg.
Yeah, Rule 63.
This character is just essentially a walking meme at this point. He was made for the internet in that sense. A man of simple desires, and yet you can apply it to so many different situations.
Grogg flog it. So you can use it as, a cuss.
Gecko had a great idea. Ship your two characters. Ship. Put them together. Have them be in a relationship.
Oh. Grogg think necromancers smell like dead things.
Well, I mean, like, you're one barbarian and the other barbarian. Or would that just... They can flog together.
Grogg want pretty elven lady.
Oh, this is true. It wasn't meant to be.
Then again, anything that's not an orc or a midget orc is a pretty elven lady. Which means he might eventually end up with a dude. Because apparently dudes look like orcish women.
That thing took a second to die. Were we just hitting it so much that it couldn't, the game couldn't really tell if the boss was... It didn't have enough time to register that the thing was dead now or not?
Its death animation was taking a very long time.
It's sort of like in Paper Mario, if you keep making frame-perfect jumps on the loading zone, you'll just never move on to the next area. Loading zone storage, I think the name of that trick is.
There's a specific shield I want to complete my Kanai Cube collection, and I haven't gotten it yet.
I think the phrase, Arbok, I think the phrase also comes from, that ship has sailed. That phrase. That's where I always thought it was, but yes, that also makes perfect sense. That it is just a tone, it's just a smaller version of the word relationship, because the English language hates syllables, as we all know. Don't have any legendaries to identify for once.
I think our friend wouldn't mind you taking his presents.
Wait a second, Shang mail? Well, alright. I mean, I'm not going to let them go to waste. Which is interesting, considering the last time we had this conversation, I was like, no, I don't want to take them. I don't want to take more than my fair share, I think is what I said.
He dropped them probably for you.
But then again, at this level, you're getting so many of them to begin with.
That's all random numbers.
God, that's a lot of extra defense. Minus extra damage from melee attacks. Reduces cooldown of all skills by 5. Interesting. Alright. I can have an offhand thing. Yeah, way less attack, though, is the only problem. Yeah, look at that. That was almost, 5th of my ability right there. Oof, you think the trade-off is worth it, or...?
Blocking is better for crusaders. I rarely put a shield on anything other than a crusader.
Okay.
Let's see, do I have anything that I want to just drop? Give that to my buddy.
Pony says he's not in the room anymore. Says, can I get an invite? See, here's the thing. Oh, hey, I have one of those equipped right now, I think. Do you want me to have it, or?
Yeah, take it. See if it's any better than what you have.
Well, none of the intelligence boost. Way better vitality and armor, though.
You can go to the Mystic and swap out strength for intelligence.
Where's the Mystic again?
Upper right.
Okay.
The purple swirly.
See, here's my big question about this, though. Do we, I kind of, we could play with Pony for a little while, but eventually I do just want to do my own thing. Like, I want to figure out where we are. And, like, the big boost, it was great once, but there's also something to be said, like, for just playing the
Getting it
game, you know?
yourself. Yeah.
Like, earning it.
I'm just here to flog.
Right, so let's train you up to max. So, transmogrify? No, enchant, right?
Yep. You'll be enchant and you'll want to get the shield, not the...
Okay, so...
You'll want to swap out strength.
Only one property can be enchanted per item. If you close this category, you won't be able to select another.
You'll want strength.
Okay?
Strength does nothing for your character.
Rolling new properties.
And you'll want the intelligence.
Intelligence. Booyah. And yet somehow it's still a little worse than what I've got. I wonder why. Let's see here. Yeah, it's more intelligence. It's probably the less critical hit chance, because that's 1%. Stun on hit. Yeah, I have no clue. So I think I'll just take that. It's a little better than what I've got. Need to go for a bit. I'll be back later. See you later, Sonicu. Thanks for coming, man.
Grogg, flog.
So what do we do now?
Paragon, apparently.
Ah, more points. Oh yeah, we get those as we level up. I almost forgot.
I don't know how I forgot to do this for Grogg.
Just more strength. All the strength ever. Speaking of which...
It's a little bit ridiculous how much that leveled us.
I'll make you both some gear and mail it to you. Thanks, Pony. I appreciate it.
That would be awesome.
Wait a second, I forgot a category. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's, I think, all of my categories maxed out except for vitality here. But everything else is 50. I just want to bring that up to 52 and then put all of it into intelligence. Flog for the dark gods. Flog for the flog gods.
Flog for the Grogg gods?
Grogg's not a god. Yet. There was that one time, but then he woke up.
There was that one time, but then she reminded him that she was a elven male.
What's that thing from, the things Mr. Welch is no longer allowed to do?
Oh gosh.
Any session where I become a pagan god of warfare is retroactively a dream.
Let's see. Things Mr. Welch isn't allowed to do.
While you're doing that, what type of rift should we go into?
Well, we have some more greater keystones.
Yes, we have 2, according to my list here. So we just did Torment 5. We should move up to Torment 6, yes?
Yeah, that might be a good idea.
Okay.
Eh. There we go.
Flog for the frog gods.
Frog gods tasty.
Okay, things are a
Frogs.
little tougher.
Grog's allowed to have refined tastes.
Oh, nobody's saying he isn't. Oh, spiders! As if I wasn't moving slowly enough.
Grog squash, or grog flog spiders. I don't know how that would work.
It's sort of like how you can't do sneak attacks on things that have no discernible backside. If it has no mouth and no way of showing a facial expression, does it really count as torture? These are the things that keep Grog up at night. Shit, what do I do if I come across a gelatinous cube?
Flog it.
But how?
With flog.
What counts as flogging with that creature?
Grab flog. Use flog. That count as flogging. Sometimes the simplest answers are the best.
I wish I could summon these guys faster. That's what I need to look into, is something that'll let me cast skills more quickly. Because the more mages I have, the more damage I'd be doing just by sheer numbers.
I have no idea where Grog is. There are so many dudes doing so many things.
Just desperately dragging my demon along beside me.
Raise ya.
Oh god, do I have infinite mana right now? Is that what's happening? Because we hit that channeling pylon?
Close to it, yeah.
So I can just keep hitting R2. I could pull a Grog here. I can just hold R2 and keep summoning more mages to do damage.
Grog do Grog better. I'm at the drain.
You know, TJ brings up a good point in the chat, which is, if they don't say stop, it's not torture, it's bondage. Also, sup, TJ? Welcome to the chat, man. How you doing today?
Bondage. I like the way you think. Words of Drawman, I like the cut of your jib.
Yeah, TJ's been here forever. Anytime he shows up, he makes an impression.
Bondage.
I mean, I'd give you a tour of all of my regulars, but we'd be here a while. And that's not me sounding, like, cocky or anything. It's like, oh yeah, a top 10 Twitch streamer right here. It's just, I've known some of these guys a long while.
Oh, that's always good.
And we've been around for a few years, so yeah, I've got some names under my belt.
Excellent.
And that sounds a little haughty too, because I'm talking about you guys like trophies or something. That's weird and
Grog
creepy,
has
and I shouldn't do
trophies.
that again.
Grog has trophies.
Like what?
Thinking about maybe ears.
Really?
I'm thinking about it. Of things that were harder to flog than others.
Nephilim, you have triumphed. I have, yes. I've actually got an 80% chance on upgrading that thing here. Oh, that's 2. Ah,
A one-man
can't win them
band.
all, I guess.
A one-man band is not an appropriate bard instrument.
Bagpipes.
Oh yeah. I should
Unless you're pulling an AC/DC campaign. Summon all the things.
Grogg has no pets.
Alright, you two haven't introduced yet. TJ, this is Seneca. She's one of the other members of Team Pizza.
Grogg Flog.
One of our co-writers and, I guess at this point, game designers, right?
Story writers, I guess would be more appropriate.
Okay.
I don't know anything about coding.
Core concept driver? I'm struggling to think of a good way to say it. These things that... Ooh. Compare that to what I've got right now. So it's a two-handed sword. It's a Crusader-only ability, but ignores durability loss. That would be useful. The only reason it gives me more damage, though, is because it's higher strength. An Avarice Band. It's more intelligence. Each time you pick up gold, increase your gold and health pickup radius by 1 yard for 10 seconds, stacking up to 30 times. I could just be the loot hoarder of the group. There should just be an accessory that turns you into a treasure goblin. And it increases your chance, and it just ignores, like, white drops altogether. All you can find is blue. You're that one party member who's hiding out in the back away from monsters, trying not to die. And if you manage to live to the end without dying, everybody gets more gold and gear and whatnot. That one of those things.
Even if the rules allow it, I am not allowed to summon 50,000 blue whales.
That's a classic, yes. Oh, right, I need to sell everything else I've got here.
The goddess of marriage's chosen weapon is not the whip. Grogg begged to differ.
Grogg hears that and he just points at you and goes, "Not yet."
You see a vein in Grogg's eye just twitch. Get it? Because we're on Twitch.
He's got the jokes.
Neat.
Ooh, congratulations, TJ. It's always cool to hear that your family's expanding a little bit.
Neat.
He's gonna be an uncle soon.
That's exciting.
Yeah, I never thought about that before. So that was Torment 6 we just did. We're moving up to 7 now.
You want to?
Sure. We managed to crush that last one, so... At the point where I start having a little bit of trouble on my own, like my character starts dying, we'll stop, and then I'll seriously consider my build. Like, I'll start trying to figure out how to optimize my character a little better than I already have.
And if you need ideas, you can go online and see what other builds people have posted.
Yeah, I know, but it's sort of like,
You like figuring it out yourself.
Yeah, it's like somebody brought up in the Discord that there's apparently this low-level strategy to beating Ozma in Final Fantasy IX, the hidden super boss. And I'm like, see, I want to use that, but at the same time, half the fun of the game is figuring out how to beat it yourself. Like, that's the whole point of a super boss. You're taking all of the strategies in the game and you're trying to wrap your head around, okay, this is how I can cheese this thing. This is how I can use all of the systems together at once, build a specific type of party to make this work. I love that stuff. It's probably why I'd love doing this, too. Min-maxing different stats and whatnot. There's actually a board game out there. I told you about this. It's called Role Player. It's a board game specifically about building the most min-maxed possible character you can possibly create.
So Tuna would like it.
Yes.
Things that Tuna builds should not be allowed. It's like the Mr. Welch of our group.
Yeah, how did that session go for you guys that Hidden in the Truth was running?
Tuna basically made everything he touched turn into hamburgers.
As you do. I've noticed that's a running theme in his characters. I already told people about Brew.
Yeah. No, Tuna is very, very good at finding combinations that are either things you wouldn't think would work well but then do, or things that shouldn't be allowed to be put together.
It'll be very interesting to see what he does. Never mind. I'll keep my mouth shut. But you probably knew what I was going to bring up, right?
Yeah. I know.
Here we go. Infinite mages again. That is, if they can
Frog,
even
frog,
keep
frog,
up with
frog,
what
frog,
you're doing.
Frog.
I understand now why you like this character so much.
Grogg?
Yes.
Flog.
It's like even the characters I summon have to catch up to us to be able to contribute to all of this carnage that's going on here. You just go.
That's all I wanted out of my build, was I wanted to kill quickly. I think I succeeded.
I'm just thinking to the Replacements movie now. During that final game, consider it done.
I even gave myself a speed boost so I can kill faster. I wanted to make a character who could farm Greater Rift Keystones.
Hmm.
So I wouldn't devote a lot of time in a Nephilim Rift when I can be doing a Greater Rift. You know, bounce back and forth between my heavy hitters and Grogg. But Grogg can hold his own. He's almost as good as my heavy hitters. Pretty sure I can solo Greater Rift 70 with my Witch Doctor before it becomes too troublesome.
Wait a second. Is this you or me? My controller's not doing anything. Oh, it is me. Okay. 100% chance. Let's do it. Ooh, Hill Sledder in the chat. Speed flogging. But that's not an Olympic sport yet. It should be.
Speed flogging?
Yes.
Grogwin. Let's see. What worthless item can I level up?
The 56 by 56 emote is turning out to be great. I'm glad, man. You know, that panty raid emote we keep bringing up. I actually ran that by you in Hidden the Truth. It's turning out really good. I can't wait to show it to pretty much everybody here. Well, the general public, I guess is the best way of putting it. Do I have more letters waiting for me here? I do, as a matter of fact.
Nobody love Grogg. It's okay. Grogg love Grogg. Grogg need two hand.
You drain life from enemies around you.
That is a handy ring. And because you already have your other ring's effect, you should equip it.
Okay. Hammer of Vigilance. Like I said, some of these are class specific, but hey, I get to other classes, maybe they'll be useful for them. Oh my god, there's more. How did I not notice this? I think I'm gonna run out of room in my stash here. So what do we got? It's good stuff, it's just incredibly overwhelming. And this is the other... He's making them faster than I can accept them.
That's kind of like what I did to you.
It's just... This is blowing my mind because I need to get to this eventually. I need to go through all of these, figure out what their effects are, and just sit down and think, okay, so if I have this, this, and this, plus these stats, I transmogrify a little bit into these other things, mix these abilities, and I've actually got a character that can hold their own and stuff. It's a good time. I told you I was giving you guys stuff. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I'm just... It's... I guess the best word is overwhelming. There's no better way to describe it. It's just, I have no idea what to do with all of this. I'm glad I have it, don't get me wrong. I don't think I can take advantage of it quite yet, because I'm also doing the show right now is the other thing. I'm not complaining at all. This is a fantastic problem to have. And I'm just racking my brain to figure out how to solve it.
Stash it for now and go through it later?
Yes.
So it's not a show of menus?
Alright. Huh. What's up, Dark Lord? Welcome to the chat, man. Thanks for coming tonight.
Grogg still flog.
Did he ever stop?
Once. To drink grog. With one G, not two.
I should probably put gems in my equipment, shouldn't I? I think I've done this before.
Yeah, it tends to help.
Let's see, this guy, right?
Well, you can do gems at any time. You don't need to see a person to put it in.
Okay.
That'll unequip.
Well, specifically the this bonus gem that we've been building up. Where do I go to put that into something?
Do you have an empty slot in one of your rings or your amulet? An empty socket?
Yes, in my convention of elements here.
Alright, you can put it in that one.
Okay.
You have to go to your gems. Your gems.
The lid. The lid. There we go.
There you go. Now you'll get that benefit.
Extra damage to elites. There needs to be a good problems to have subreddit. I agree. Although, that might also be called first world problems. No, actually, because these aren't things you're complaining about. They're things like, it's more people that are overwhelmed with kindness.
Once again, good problem to have.
Yeah. I'd love to see that. I think we need more things like that in the world.
Wanna try Torment 8?
Sure. 7 seemed like a good challenge. We might be hitting the middle point here, where things are lasting just long enough. What?
You don't have a greater rift keystone. Oh.
Oh, well. Well, we can increase the difficulty level in general, right?
Yeah.
And even the normal portals will be Torment 8?
Yep.
So let's do that. Max 6 mages? Okay.
Yeah, I still want to be Grogg. I mean, who wouldn't want to be Grogg?
The day chess in the Olympics is when I think gaming should be in the Olympics. Games are weird as sports, though. Gaming is just high-octane chess. Fighting games are, at the very least. You know, it's on ESPN now. I would not be surprised. Tests of skill of all kinds. I have no idea. I have no, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sometimes my mages disappearing has been up to me. Like, I've just been summoning them way too quickly. No, I think I've had more than 6 there. Aha! My drain is actually helping you out in places. Apparently all that extra damage I'm doing is paying off in spades.
You notice the difference?
A little bit, yeah. I mean, if it wasn't you, like, eating through all of those enemies back there, then it might have been me. Like those big blue spiders.
Grogg. Grogg do what Grogg do best.
Fighting a war up here, I'm sorry.
Grogg sneeze.
Grogg's saying something. Yeah, that was probably you. It's a lot of damage. I'm not sure if I'm the one doing it or not.
Grogg need more enemies to flog.
I need more corpses to eat. We've all got problems. It's relative.
Grogg think you put on weight. Grogg don't mind.
You were plenty skinny to begin with. Grogg actually happy for you. You've solved what he thought it might have been a health problem.
Grogg think Necromancer look pale.
The Necromancer just gives him one of those looks like, really?
Grogg worried about Necromancer's friends. Grogg think they bad crowd. Sorry. Just getting a globe for you. No.
Young lady, you are not going out in public with that many skeletons by your side. But, Dad!
You need at least 4 mages, too. Only the best.
You always try to push your build down my throat.
Maybe it works.
Nobody runs Crusader anymore. If you want to do Torment 13, you need to have wizards at least. They're the only ones who do enough damage.
My wizard's kind of crappy.
Tunican was explaining this to me once. He was, Barbarian's one of them who can do enough damage. I forget what the other one is. I think it was Witch Doctor, actually.
Yeah, the Witch Doctor build that he discovered is impressive.
Yeah, I think I'm finally at the point where my character is starting to have issues keeping up with the enemies. They're just a little too durable for me and my army. Trying to catch up to you, I'm sorry.
Grogg go where enemy go.
And I try to go where Grogg go, but sometimes I can't follow.
Sadly, Grogg no notice.
What's up, Ryza?
Grogg.
Hello to you too, man. I'm glad you came, even if for just a little while.
Grogg flogged twice. They are still paper.
Just line them up for me, why don't you? Is what happened there.
Grogg flog. Yeah, if we did a Grogg flog drinking game, we'd kill anybody watching and playing along.
You know, there was somebody in the chat who used to do drinking games. I haven't seen them in a while, though, which makes me worried.
Things change, not always a bad thing. I tend not to assume the worst until I'm proven it is the worst.
Yeah, these are leeches I'm having trouble with down here. Look at how long this is taking. Maybe I should be on Torment 7 still.
We are on Torment 7.
What's up?
We are on Torment 7.
6 then, whatever we did last.
Grogg, do all the flog.
Anything that needs to be identified? Apparently, yes. Save myself a little time here. Ouroboros and Kimbo's Gold, which I think I already had copies of each of those. Where at, though? Ah, there we go. Amulets. What did I have equipped? Ah, that! Yes. No reason I shouldn't have that. And I've got Greater Rift Keystones now.
You also have something in your treasure. Go up.
Treasure? Oh. Enjoy, buddy. That's a guy I made friends with a long time ago. I wonder if he even plays this game.
This one of Tuna's friends. A rare occasion, I think. I need to talk to her. Want to do another grader?
Yeah. And then do you want to start up season characters?
That sounds fun.
Okay.
I can make a Rule 63 Grogg.
Alright, so that's your character's backstory. Yeah, your character's backstory is already in place because you're kind of cheating there. I have to come up with one. If you're playing Barbarian, what's a good class that would complement her? Do you think? What would work really well with a Barbarian? What would build off of your skills?
Maybe a monk or a wizard.
A wizard? I haven't tried that class yet.
I've been thinking about building a wizard. I think I have a female wizard that hit level 70. I don't have a male wizard.
Okay.
I'll look around, see what piques my interest.
Okay. Here we go. I think I'm actually contributing now.
Grogg forgot speed ability.
Oops. I'm trying.
I don't know where Grogg is.
My character's all the way back here, so I'm stuck on the environment. You need to come back. This is why they give you the circles with the P1 on it. That's what I've been looking at anyway. Yeah, that's way more than 6 mages. I think I'm... Oh! That is a new follower notification. If we weren't in hostile territory, I'd read that off.
There you go.
Oh, game's paused. Okay. Silly, Eli64DD. Thanks for the follow, man, and I apologize in advance.
Grogg flog.
Far, far in advance, hopefully.
Grogg flog you last.
Careful, guys. Don't talk about politics in the chat. It usually doesn't end very well.
Grogg flog politics too.
Okay, main rules. Grogg flog politics, religion, and My Little Pony. Everything else cool.
Embarrassed look. Grogg okay with My Little Pony.
that the way out? Indeed it is. Just come out of the sewer and end up in a corrupted version of heaven. What fresh hell is this?
A corrupted version of heaven.
Oh yeah, I did just say, didn't I? You know, it'll be interesting to do, to have both our characters on the same level for a while, too, you know? At least for a little bit.
We'll have to do seasonal hardcore for that.
Seasonal hardcore?
Yeah.
Just mix the two together?
Yeah.
Why's that?
Because I'm already Paragon 100 and something in regular seasonal.
Oh, I see. Interesting. I know that wasn't something that people voted for on the straw poll that I put out, but at the same time, it would be interesting to see how long our characters last, you know?
See if I can make a Grogg flog without all of the...
What on earth is this?
Conduit.
Oh! Oh, that's what this buff is. Just everything turns into a lightning rod?
Basically, everything you do does a chain lightning.
Nice.
Powerful chain lightning.
You cast a spell, you chain lightning. You move, you chain lightning. You look at something funny, it hits them with chain lightning.
Grogg flog and chain lightning. Who knew? Not Grogg.
Don't mind me, just back here eating corpses.
What did I tell you about cannibalism?
What? It's the only way I can pack on enough calories. You're the one who told me to put on weight. Oh, there it is.
Get over here. Wait, different game.
Get him.
Nom 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 nom.
Yeah, that'd probably be a really cool character concept. It would give you something to do with your extra loot that you find. Do like an Eat Man type of character, where any extra items you find you can just feed to your character for temporary buffs. Cleans out his own inventory for skill improvements, you know?
Yeah, sure.
Hi, Billy Mays here with Oxymoron.
No.
You know, corrupted heaven. It's sort of like good morning. It's two words right next to each other that inherently contradict one another. I love how you completely interrupted my legendary... Dairy.
Apparently you still have to upgrade.
Me? Oh. There we go. And it succeeded on a 30% chance.
Now Grogg can go home.
Alright. Level 25 complete.
Grogg have too many items.
Same here. You know what's the one thing I still need to do? Other than identify my items, you know what's the one thing I need to do before we build season characters?
What?
I need to create a new banner. I mean, I've unlocked a lot of the frames by now, so... May I?
Grogg don't care.
Okay. Fancy looking border. That's got a lot of points. That's kind of cool. Rich. All of the hooks. Looking for something that's fancy but not gaudy, you know? not really in your face about it, but can't I just set this up so that all of the ones I haven't unlocked are at the bottom and we don't run into this problem? I see a design alike and I can't do it and I can't use it.
That gives you goals.
Teach the jeweler 9 designs. Does it tell me I got this for doing a certain thing?
Yeah, when you unlock it, it'll tell you.
Reach level 60. Find the Skeleton King. Angelic. You know what? Okay, that's fine.
Necromancer using angel wings.
I might not be playing a Necromancer much longer. Yes, the chicken. That works. Baka!
Grogg, flog, chicken.
Chicken flog Grogg back then.
Chicken
See how he likes it.
This is what Grogg do to people? 10 minutes later. Grogg flog. Grogg flog.
Alright, you ready to do this?
I'm up for anything. I'm here to flog things.
Okay. In that case...
Oh, right. I have stuff I have to do.
Yes, new characters.
Quit. See you later, Grogg.
You can never have enough items. I mean, when it fills up your stash, you can. And I just hit 800, too. It's almost like it was meant to be.
Alright.
So, is this like Fallout? Does anything fundamentally change about the game when you play hardcore, other than the fact that if you die for good?
Not really.
Okay.
Do I want to be?
Don't forget to set it to seasonal hardcore. Reap exclusive rewards this season. Once you die, you will no longer be able to play this hero. Is there anything you get that's special only for playing on hardcore?
Probably. I've never played on seasonal. Well, I've never gone through an entire season, I should say.
Okay. An entire season? Just waiting for the season to be done, or?
Yeah, it's gonna be about 9 more weeks or 8 more weeks.
Okay. So we've got plenty of time to do streams with this, then.
Yep.
As I understand it, half the season is already over, though, so we're starting a bit late on this.
I make Grogg.
Guys, stop fighting in the chat.
Are they fighting in the chat? Does
Ah,
Grogg
mate.
have to come down there?
I will turn this stream around. Groggette. Grogg squared. Grogger.
There, how more generic can I get? That works. That's adequate.
Alright, and as for me... Wait. There we go. Let's create a hero. So we decided I would be playing...
Don't forget to hit R1.
Yes. So we decided I would be playing Wizard in this case.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Wizards are fun.
How screwed am I in terms of managing cooldowns? TJ Gecko does bring up a good point. You wouldn't actually be able to do that.
Turn that stream around.
Destinova. Good lord, with a name like that, you've got to be destined for greatness. Or Tumblr, one of the two.
Or, some 12-year-old desperate.
Destinova.
So apparently you're a 12-year-old with your OP Mary Sue original character. Please don't copy.
Oh boy. So how did my character meet your character? Yeah, let's go through campaign. The other vote was for the story mode, so we may as well show it off. Our first few levels will be just going through the entire act.
Let's make it interesting.
Oh boy.
What's the point if we go easy? Alright, let's do this. Since we're doing the story, do we want to let it play out?
Sure. It'll give me a chance to go fill up my... I'm gonna go get some water. Would you like to, Would you like anything from downstairs? We do have that, Not Your Father's...
We do have Not Your Father's.
Okay, you want me to bring 2 of those?
But then what will you have? I'll take one.
Keep an eye on the chat for a second.
Alright. Grogg's just here to flog, guys. First rule about Fight Club. Remember that. First rule is Grogg flog. I'm glad that we thought on the same page, Sharbach. Don't steal. Or Grogg will flog. Can't believe a joke of a character is entertaining real people. Grogg's so happy. Yes. All rules are Grogg flog. Well, I'm glad that you no longer feel like shit. Hello! Luckily, there is no octopus here.
Decent make.
Do you agree? Cephalopods are freaking awesome.
Alright, this is a good spot.
Yep.
Anything interesting happened while I was gone?
Fight Club.
There you are.
You have a bottle opener.
Yes, right here. It's the only one I could find.
Aside from the one, we have 2 hanging up on the fridge.
Oh, well. Never mind. I don't know what I'm talking about then. Well, like I said, it's the only one I could find. And there's no wonder I couldn't get the other 2 because they were right in front of my nose.
I hope there's no caffeine in this.
Oof. I was about to say that's not bad. Like, it tasted exactly like a Mountain Dew for a second, but then the alcohol hit me.
Yes, Not Your Father's is really freaking good.
Sonic-Who, come on, man. It's part of the industry, we just have to accept it. Okay, so my one skill is I can throw a magical bolt, and I'm casting it at the darkness right now.
And I can flog. Not as good as, Grogg.
No, you don't know about that. You are Grogg. You don't know about your other versions of yourself.
I feel like Grogg knows because Grogg is delusional.
Here we are. Feels good to come back to this, you know?
Come back to
Just like
slowly
everything.
killing things.
Well, in a way, yes, because I actually understand what's going on right now. Oh, hey, I have a laser beam again. I forgot this character used this skill. I'll just stand back here for a second. Now go talk to that guy. I will support you from here. Yeah. Apparently not. You should speak with her. And then cue these guys.
Why am I hanging out in my undies?
You forgot to bring armor for some reason. And let's be real here, even if you did remember to bring it, it would probably be outmoded in 10 seconds anyway. Your character just knew this. You had plenty of loot to find on the way here anyway. Talking to all these guys, yeah. Yeah, for taking it slow, we probably should show this off.
Oh yeah, I am kind of, not that great on health.
Mm. We're not that great on many things right now, but that's kind of the whole point. Is we're starting new. What is this?
I don't know. There's plans for something.
I want to see if I have one of those. Just waiting for me. Yeah. So what is this? Provides transmogrification plans for Guise of the Colossi themed armaments. The designs show an elaborate garb central to the traditions of one ancient culture. Translated several times over, they describe a memorial held once a decade. It was a remembrance of one brave hero who, in the grip of heartbreak, nearly delivered the world to evil. Well, alright.
I feel like that's gonna become Othniel's fate. If I call the dungeon master names like Gimpy or Hobbles, horrible things will happen to my character's love interest.
You're lucky he doesn't actually listen to these streams. He's a little busy with Fallout right now.
But you can edit that out later.
Like that other thing that I got rid of from the last stream.
Let's look around this lady's bedroom here. This isn't invasive at all. Let's break into her bedroom.
I think she actually comments on that. Like, if you come back here to read Journal 2, I think it is, while she's following you, she says something along the lines of, Did you just read my journal?
What's she gonna do about it?
Oh, right. You need my help with things.
I'm good.
I know you are, but I want to help.
Grogg, go get drinks.
Don't worry, Destinova's got here. She'll be sure to shove all of her political beliefs down into your Twitter feed, whether you want them or not.
And then draw horrible fan art on DeviantArt.
Hasn't quite mastered the concept of shading yet. No, it's not just about making things darker. You have to make them more brown. Look, I know it sounds weird, but it works. Just trust me on this.
Ooh, I wonder if Kane has a diary.
I think he does, but we picked it up No, we didn't. Okay, experience. Every little bit helps, right?
If anything, it's experience for us and lore for you.
Yes. And besides, the more of these little bonuses we find, the better prepared we'll be for what's coming up, right? Or do enemies scale to you, or...
Yeah, for the most part.
Well, that's unfortunate. Oh, I see what the problem is here.
Grogg's not flogging?
No, it's what they're talking about in the chat. Wait a second. So my beams don't actually go through objects. Like, if something's in the way, it doesn't go all the way through. So, I'm not as that attack isn't as useful as I thought it was. A slightly better weapon. Which is weird. That thing does more damage than the gigantic axe that you had, but maybe it's just better cared for or something. Just a little bit of a sharpened blade. That's the one thing that I be very careful with your health, by the way. Might want to pop a potion there. Yeah, I'll move that out of the way.
That's not what's in my way.
Oh, I am.
There you go.
Well, hang on a sec. Let me pause for just a moment. I need to make sure that me sitting here is still good in terms of the stream layout. Ugh. Yeah, I'm a little bit cut off, but if we move the camera this way, it magically fixes the problem.
What camera?
Hello out there. Awesome.
Ruining the magic. Also, you're as
You mean
naked-
this magic?
No.
Magic.
The magic of two naked ladies running through a forest.
Bonus ducks.
Nothing bad ever happens to half-naked ladies running through a forest. So if you're
Cue
not-
the Friday the 13th music.
Or the creepers.
Creepers.
You know, the
Oh, I
pervy-
thought you were talking about Minecraft for a second.
That's something different. Although, I might be interested in a stream of Minecraft.
Yeah, that's something we've been meaning to do for a while, isn't it? It's a very interesting setup I've got here, because I have to maneuver around you in order for this to work properly. Or do I? Hold on, hold still for a second. I can actually shoot through you, so what was happening earlier? Did I just get a perk or something that helped me with this, or...?
Maybe I was further out.
I want to learn this character as I go. Or, hang on a second, let me check. A couple things I want to make sure of. Hey, I have actual armor now.
You have a bra. You found a bra.
Magic Missile. I've also got Shock Pulse now. 230% weapon damage is arcane. Free to cast this. Medium range pulse of 3 unpredictable charges of lightning. So I can't aim them exactly where I want them. That's a slight problem. Don't think I'll be going with that. I like a little consistency in this character. Well, in my characters in general. What do you think of this outfit? I just got it from Hot Topic. It's awesome, isn't it?
Look like a conformist skank.
You don't understand. Like, look at this black and red. I am breaking so many tropes right now. I'm being progressive over here. You just don't get it.
You look like you paid into the conformist something.
I love that line from South Park: The Stick of Truth.
That
I mean, I
game's
know they did this in
great.
the actual episode too, but look, if you want to prove you're with us and that you're breaking conformity, you have to act exactly like we do.
Yeah, Stick of Truth is a beautiful game.
And it's getting a sequel soon, which is awesome.
I know. I have the the $99 pre-order.
Nah, what do you get for that altogether?
Oh, I honestly do not remember, but it sounded really good at the time.
Gecko in the chat, crawling in my crawl.
Speaking of crawling, here's the cellar. That happens to be damp. Or as I like to use, the word moist.
You know, there's some psychology behind that. The reasons people hate that word.
Go on.
It's fascinating to read some of those articles. I didn't commit it to memory for some... Ooh, our first rare. I've also got a new skill over here. You got the item, I got a Frost Nova. I think this is a fair trade. I can do this now.
Ah, got that.
Hey, you got a better shield now. And you've got paint.
I got war paint to go on underneath my bra.
I love how your armor is exactly the same, except you gave yourself war paint, and somehow that makes you stronger.
Grogg pretty.
That is so thematically awesome for a barbarian character.
Grogg prettiest princess.
This is why I like taking this a little slower, like appreciating every new thing as it comes.
Oh my.
Yes, I know.
Do you really?
I was kind of an ignorant kid growing up. I learned about things like that very slowly. Like, even going up into the point of my life where I learned about those kinds of things. You got new gloves. May as well equip it as you get it, right?
I usually play until it gets hard, and then I see what I can equip different. That's why I haven't even looked at my skills.
Yeah, but we are playing hardcore characters, so any advantage we can get would be greatly appreciated. It's like, if you die, I'm probably going to follow soon after, so I'd appreciate it if you take care of yourself over here. Oh, so that's what that does. I just make everything around me stop moving for a few seconds.
See, I can do like we did in that one stream where when I start dying, I can quit. No, that would be a dick move. Or...
Ding. Ooh, I got a few of those. And I got everybody's favorite skill. Hang on a second.
Flog.
Well, I got a bow, which would be useful. I don't even have to spend mana attacking things. And I got Arcane Orb. So instead of my ray, I can throw freaking galaxies at people.
Maybe we're on a galaxy being thrown at a wall.
Whoa, man. You just, like, totally blew my mind. Far out, dude. Stick of truth. Best Paper Mario since Thousand Year Door. It's sad because it's true. Also, you just helped me with something that I'm writing right now, so thank you for pointing that out.
I've never played Paper Mario, should I?
Yes, actually, I would recommend it.
Because I'm gonna need something to do after I beat Persona 5.
Yeah, that's coming up here soon, isn't it?
I got distracted with Diablo and Saints Row. I can't help myself, but I love Saints Row. Freaking love Saints
No need
Row.
to apologize for that. Everybody likes Saints Row. Also, you just got a much better weapon.
Let's see this shite.
Either the lumber axe or the club. So what's the advantage to the orb over the beam, I wonder? Is it just a whole lot of damage in one go, or does it have some area of effect going on there, or?
I think it's more damage at once, and then you can put different runes on it later to change some of the effects. I hope there's no caffeine in this.
Trying to watch your intake, or?
No, Grogg has to go to bed soon.
Ah! To all enemies within 15 yards. Okay. But I also kind of like Ray of Frost, I'm not gonna lie. It's not as satisfying as shooting lasers at people.
No, my wizard sports the Ray of Frost. Let's see if there's any little buildings over here. Oh, there's some enemies. Close enough. I feel so weak.
I can only focus down one foe at a time, but you'll feel strong soon enough. Don't worry about it. It always goes... It always goes faster than you think it does. And then you get to level 70 and you're like, what just happened? Besides, the rewards will be worth it, right? If we get to Paragon level 70 and can enjoy all of these,
Well, we are seasonal, and they did promise a reward, or exclusive reward.
Yeah.
Which will be put in our main stash later. Which I think there's a specific order in talking to people over here.
Okay.
And that's where we're going to let them actually have a conversation, not just wit.
Alright.
Groggella. It's like Coachella, but not.
Let's see what we got here. People are talking monster girls in the chat.
Monster girls?
Yes. Slime girls are great. Neckos and doggies.
I like me some Neckos.
I need to think about that one for a little while. We've had this discussion before about, like... I sound very pretentious whenever you use words like this, but the aesthetic is kind of appealing in the sense that it's something a little far removed from what you're used to. Let me drink a little alcohol, because clearly that'll help with my ability to speak.
No, it won't. I want to read a little girl's diary.
You can't yet.
There's a specific order, and there's an easy one to miss between, it's either 2 or 3.
I think we have to come back here when she joins the party. Niece was born. Congratulations, TJ.
Congrats.
Hopefully you're the role model she deserves. Or at least the one she needs.
Well, watching stream can't be half bad. The depressing villagers.
I mean, you'd be kind of depressed too if Diablo was threatening your entire livelihood and there was nothing you could do about it.
Or you just watched your entire family turn into freaking dead.
Yeah, that too.
Oh no, my sisters and my husband are all zombies. Does Cain have a diary? No. Cain is now a 16-year-old girl.
Huh. Pillow, I think there are some things all of us would not talk about in the general public. I mean, there's a place for that in the Discord if you want to talk about those kinds of things. And by all means, like, I don't want to deny other people the luxury, just because if I talk about those kinds of things, there are actual ramifications for it. I have a public image I need to maintain. That's just the thing. I come from 4chan. My default state of mind is that everybody's at least a little fucked up.
A little?
Alright, a lot. As somebody else in the chat said a little while ago, we're all animals. Humans are animals too, you know.
Technically, yes.
Thematically and functionally. No, literally and figuratively. That's the phrase I'm looking for.
How many beers did you have before you came back up?
I've had like a quarter of one.
This is what I have to put up with. I'm lightweight.
Look, I didn't inherit that part of the Irish bloodline, alright?
I found out I'm like 8% Irish, I think.
It's weird because I have every possible type of alcohol in my system. My family's part Italian, part Irish. I have a little bit of Ukrainian in there, so that covers vodka as well. Ooh, new armor. A slightly better bra, yes.
This is something that never bothered me personally, but I've noticed is the whole difference in male versus female armor.
Mm-hmm.
You know, male armor, you get the full plate, actually protect you.
You need plates, pauldrons, gloves. Here's a helmet. Maybe we'll have some decorations on the side to make you look fancy.
Underneath.
Yeah, some chainmail underneath. Here's a big shield, an impressive weapon to throw on your back. Make sure you've got some pants, too, underneath that so nobody sees your junk or anything. A belt, some boots, and you're good to go. Then turns to the female hero, holds up a chainmail bikini, and just says, wear this.
Lucky if it's chainmail.
I still love that comic I saw. Like, our arrows will darken the sky, and they fall down on the army. And the one woman wearing the armored bikini is standing there. The arrows are just all stuck on the bra portion. And they're like soldiers all dead and punctured around her, and the archers are looking down at this like, shit!
We can tell where they were focused. So, what did your dead mother do for a living?
Oh, you know, she was an accountant for a while. She worked at this studio for a little bit in sales. May or may not have dabbled in and out of necromancy.
I got some kind of BDSM collar with that. I can't really see it from here, but it looks like I got some kind of collar.
Oh, it's all furry too. At least it'll keep you warm. Not that anything else you're wearing will. No Whatthefnu? I haven't heard great things about sake. Like, when there's an entire Onion article devoted to people attempting to enjoy it, yeah. It's safe to assume this is not good stuff. Also, we leveled up.
I've had it. It's not bad.
Ooh, new rune. Reduce channeling cost to 11. I'll take that.
Though, to be fair, I tend to like any alcohol, so...
Increase damage to 325%. So I've just become way more DPS-y. You can do far more damage for it, to help you out now.
Good.
Embrace the mage role. Which reminds me, did I ever tell you the story of Darth Plagueis the Wise?
I don't think so.
Don't you love memes? I do. Yeah, let's start shooting beams here.
I much preferred that.
It tasted like teriyaki sauce with vinegar, someone tells me.
What's wrong with that?
You know what? I'll let you be the taste tester then, the first time we pick up sake. And you can tell me whether it's any good or not.
I've already had it. I like it.
Oh, well, shows how much I'm paying attention. Right, that clicks in my head now. I remember you saying that.
Like, almost, 5 seconds ago? 10 seconds ago?
Yeah, this is what streaming does to you mentally. You're focusing so much on trying to play the game as well as keep commentary going. A lot of things just... You've got to sacrifice one thing. You can either talk well... It's sort of like the ideas behind economics. It can either be cheap, fast, or good. You can either talk, play, or listen. I choose to talk and play most of the time because most of my streams I'm by myself. So listening goes right out the door.
Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. What's up?
Son of a bitch.
No, I'm good. Thanks for asking.
Just jump right in.
Superhero landing. Superhero landing. It's really bad for your knees. I'm still half naked. Work smarter, not harder. Yeah. I feel like I wasted that.
Well, I mean, there wasn't anything under it to begin with. Oh! Yeah, don't want to tangle with that guy. Don't want my character to die already. Watch your health, by the way.
Grogg, good. Run, 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 run.
Yeah, get out of the explosion. And I'll try to slow down all of these things. At least tag them with the beam. And that way it's easy. That way your job is a little easier. They won't hit you as much. Ah, come on, die! This is the first actual challenge I think we've had since we started playing this game, what, 3 streams ago? I love that Frost Nova. If we're surrounded by a whole bunch of really tough enemies, I can just freeze them in place and make our lives infinitely easier. They can't attack or do damage or anything. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on! Get him! Ah, this just got way easier. They're only dangerous when there's a lot of them. You start thinning the horde and then life becomes much better.
I got a shiny new weapon.
Nice. Why don't you use it to kill this guy who's about to smack me in the face? Ew! Phew. At least I can maintain my spells a lot longer than I used to. At least the beam. See you later, Gecko. Thanks for coming tonight, man.
Grogg, flog. I can't believe I had to take feats to flog.
But you got a bonus one anyway because you were so in character.
Yeah, I made a baby book for Grogg.
What are you talking, baby book? He drew that as an adult.
With the skill of a baby.
Hang on a second, I got this crowd problem solved.
Get out of the way. Move, bitch.
Whoop, 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 whoop.
So mad I broke a table.
That's okay, there was a little bit of gold in it. We're doing alright. I encourage you to break more things if that's the net result of that.
Alright, well, get over here.
Boink. See, Frost Nova is interesting because it's super useful and it gives us a whole lot of power for a second or two because it freezes an entire group of enemies, but at the same time I have to bring myself to get close to enemies before it'll be useful, which puts me, the squishiest character, in direct danger. Upsides and downsides.
So how much alcohol can you tolerate?
I'm not stoned, Chad, I'm just me. To quote Krendor.
I hate books. And chairs.
What did they ever do to you? Other than kill your
Goblins.
father. I've heard this story already.
Grogg no have father. Grogg came out of the ground, born under a rock and has no parents. If anyone catches that quote, I will be impressed.
Oh, I've got a shield here. Oh, but it'll get rid of my bow. Oh, this is slightly better. Yeah. Yeah, that works. Some boots.
You look slightly less slutty.
Well, everybody looks brave holding a shield.
Eh.
Ah! Nice. 50 seconds of double resource gain.
We hate barrels. Grogg hate barrels.
Every adventurer knows barrels are full of loot. It's not that we hate them, it's just a professional obligation.
What are you, a fairy boy?
It's like that John Fox bit I saw once. My dad thinks I do that voice too well. Have I ever given you that one?
I think so. I hate books.
If not, I'll tell you about it later, just because I don't want to borrow other people's material. On stream, no less. Feels somewhat tacky to just recite someone else's comedy routine during your own show.
Yeah. I'm just here to flog things. Even I might call you out on that.
Oh, right. Well, here I am trying to shoot beams at these guys.
Grogg works
Do it the magic way, and you just drop a chandelier on them.
Work smart, not hard.
Yeah.
Coming from barbarian named Grogg. I hate benches.
This is because of the extra resource gain. My character is essentially at a point where I can just keep up this beam. I can just keep piling on the damage and never have to worry about how much energy I have left. This is great.
That's how my wizard works.
Just on a much bigger scale, yeah.
Oh yeah, well her entire build is resource gain and lowered resource cost.
Oh, there's the door.
Because the meteor hits the earth, let's go towards the crater.
There's some people like that in real life. It's either, how do we handle that in the real world?
Storm chasers?
Yeah, now that I think about it, who is the first responder for a meteor strike?
We put those guys on the History Channel and have them say aliens. Actually, I have no idea who that guy is in the meme. All I know is the History Channel went from being educational to being full of ridiculous conspiracy theories. And it made me sad.
You know, I was about to quote somebody who's been in the media a lot lately, but I decided against it. The less publicity that man has, the better, I think.
Plus, didn't you say no politics?
Yeah.
I didn't even have any idea of who you're talking about. I threw a guess out there and I was right. I'm a little proud of that one. Head cleaver.
Boink. Now you're frozen. You'll have to cleave things slightly less quickly than you did before. So I think that affects his movement speed, but not his... Ooh. I actually have my first magic-focused item. I have equipment appropriate to my character. How about that?
Fuck you, books. Yeah, well, I have
Oh, you actually got a rare item not too long ago. Good for you.
I had a helmet.
A spiky one, no less. Mario can't jump on you now.
Mario can jump on Grogg any day.
Even Grogg got a soft spot for the classics.
Grogg like pretty elven lady.
What?
Nothing. There's a meme from Walmart that was supposed to be a display for school supplies, you know, own your school year.
Now,
And,
you might want to explain the logistics behind this, because you have unique insight into why this happened.
Well, the reason why it happened is they moved the product before they moved the display. But the new display with the, you know, own your school year verbiage was a display for firearms.
Oh boy. You know, I'd say somebody got fired over that, but if at a Walmart you can drop a pallet and fuck up someone's leg and still have your job, I think that guy's still around.
Let's not get too into that.
Yeah. By the way, we're level 8 now. Might want to double check our skills here. Yes, as a matter of fact, I now have diamond skin.
That sounds like a personal problem.
Transform your skin into diamond for 3 seconds, absorbing up to 40% of your life in damage from incoming attacks. You know, that's tempting in case I get in a tough situation, but it's only 3 seconds, and this lets me freeze people. Both of them are great escape tools, but I think this one is slightly better. You know?
Let's see, did Grogg get better at being Grogg?
I saw one that was for college supplies, and the display was sitting over a bunch of booze, says Arbok.
Yep, I think that happened where I work.
That's the one I heard you talk about. The gun one is new for me.
I just saw that meme today with the gun. Skeleton King was once our beloved lord, so you were led around by a necromancer?
Look, he kept the rabble in check. We didn't question him. So what if he liked to eat corpses from time to time? He was a good guy.
It was the corpses of the rabble. Who cares? They're not real people, they're rabble.
It's sort of like that speech that I gave Hidden the Truth in that campaign. You know, I wish I was a perfect person. I remembered to report every single body I came across, but such things happen. And then he reminded us, in this neighborhood? Nah, you be busy all day. And Nem just comes by, like, brushing another few corpses along on the ground.
Well, Othniel has a plan to maybe make fewer corpses in that neighborhood.
I hope he gets to see it through to its completion.
So do
I don't think you have to worry about that kind of thing with me when I eventually start up a campaign, like staying on my good side. Like, if there's ever a problem, I'll pull you aside and talk about it. I'm one of those guys, like, I am very game design centered. If you earn it, it's yours. But you have to earn it.
You have to earn it, you have to earn it. It's like when I tell Kitty, when I pick her up and I smush her against my face, I know she wants to be put down, and I tell her, you gotta earn it. Gotta earn it. Okay.
Just your cat has the softest meows ever. Like, she'll open her mouth for it and it'll be barely a breath.
I know.
It's simultaneously adorable and concerning at the same time. Like, she just seems like the most docile, frail creature. Even when you touch her belly, she won't even like scratch you or anything. She'll just take her hind legs and be like, please don't. Please don't.
Well, there's probably a reason for it.
What's up, pony boy? We're currently playing season characters, so unfortunately we can't let you in this one. Playing through the story mode at our own pace, man.
She was a rescue. She was fully grown adult, but she only weighed about 2 pounds.
What did you miss, Gecko Guy? We're starting up season characters. Hardcore at that, too, so... Again, like I said, it's one of those things. I want to earn this.
And we're showing off the story for people that wanted to see story.
Yes. Taking it nice and slowly, the way it's quote-unquote supposed to be experienced at this point. Appreciating every upgrade as it comes.
All over our backs.
The term hot dogging comes to mind. I'm not sure, like... Because I have the chill streams tag put up for this. And I'm not sure if I should leave it there because of the subjects we talk about. Like, we're pretty laid back. We don't get too energetic. But at the same time, I can't help but think, like, what exactly are people looking for when they go with that kind of thing?
For whatever.
Just something they can listen to in the background while they're doing whatever, maybe. Use it more for ASMR purposes. Just like, I'm talking in your ear. You'll be having a wonderful night. You're a beautiful person. Okay, I'm done.
Grogg flog you for that. Don't talk in Grogg's ear.
I'm in your ear, Grogg. Just let me in.
Flog, flog, flog.
Just let me
Flog.
in.
This is what Grogg do to people.
Why is she not going away? He forgot.
I can't hear you.
He forgot he's wearing headphones, like the little earbud ones. They're so comfy that he didn't realize they were there anymore.
Grogg tears them out of his ears, screaming like a banshee. Oh, I forgot to talk to the mayor. He's such a little wuss.
Well, in these dire situations, everybody's at varying levels of courage right now. Not everybody can shoot beams of light from their hands. I can, though, which is why we're going to go solve this problem.
Such optimism.
Or cold light, whatever it is. So I'm not gonna read this question out loud. It's Gecko Guy's question at the bottom.
No, it's,
The internet, where brilliant minds go to not cure cancer.
autoerotica. That is what that is.
It's just another form of masturbation.
Yeah. Yeah. Slightly, marginally less self-pleasuring.
Have any of you heard Flight of the Conchords? I know of them.
I've heard those words put together. Intrigue.
I'm using this to sprite to you, but I'm one of those people who watch the still image of things like hour-long podcasts. You know, I'm the same kind of way. Like, I'll just sit there and stare at the screen whenever an episode of the Podquisition comes out. Or at least I used to be. Over here, Grogg.
Grogg staring at other boobies.
Aye. No hitting the mage. That's out of... No touchy. No touchy. You're in my personal space. I didn't register the name Destinova during the beta just so any random ghoul could come up and touch me.
You're in barely a bikini. You're asking for it.
Well,
yeah, puke on your husband. Why don't you? See, she's
and she's
asking
frozen.
for it. Didn't know it was gonna be that kind of show.
Oh. Whew. There goes that. It's a bad habit because I want to do other things with my time. I'm the same way. I've tried to find more and more ways to be efficient. Like, did you know, in both Audacity and Sony Vegas, spacebar will press play for you? So I actually save a couple seconds, like not having to move the mouse over to the play button every time. Little things like that makes editing feel a lot better. Like, find little tricks like that. Use shortcut keys. You'd be amazed the mental effect it has on you. My turn to look at skills, by the way. Ooh, I get a new one. Wave of Force. Pure energy deals damage to nearby enemies. And also, this one just got slain enemies explode, dealing 184% weapon damage as cold to every enemy within 10 yards. You know, I'll try this for a bit. Oh, the range is ass, though. Sorry, one last time. Okay, I'm good to go.
I'm gonna be going to bed, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Like right now? Alright. Well, you know what? It's been fun. I liked what we did so far, and amazingly, our characters haven't died yet.
We lasted 8 levels longer than I thought we would.
Like, can we keep this going in the next stream? Can we how long will the adventures of Destinova and Groggella will continue? Will Groggella just kill Destinova first while her back is turned because of how insufferable she is? Or will they reach level 70 together? The hit detection isn't working! What sorcery is this?
Grog flog, grog flog, grog flog, grog flog.
Why can't Grog flog? No, Grog is flogging just fine. It's just, it's not connecting for some reason.
Grog need new flog.
And we'll try to find one next Thursday on Diablo 3. Before then, though, I have a couple things I want to show off to everybody here. I keep forgetting to do this. And even though the people who didn't help me with this are here, I want to show this off. So, I have a little bit of art that people have sent in. And Vinesauce does this kind of thing, and I want to be able to do it too. Just whenever somebody sends in this kind of thing, I want to share it with everyone else because it's amazing. So, first off, Lugia in the chat. Hyper Chaos Lugia, I think is his full name. He made this pizza shuriken, and which is really cool and awesome, and I want something that actually looks like this someday now. Maybe incorporate it into one of my animations or something. So thank you for that one, man. And the other thing I got was something made by a guy named Ashidaru. This is a new layout that was suggested for me. Like, never mind she and the bits cup in the corner there, as well as the extra face of us. Like, imagine the one in the very topmost right-hand corner there to be where it is now. Like, I like the lookout of this. It's a little basic right now, but they promised it would be like shaded out and looking a lot better at the end. I wanted to run it past you guys first, though, and see what you thought about it. Because I know there is a way to make really bad Twitch layouts. I want to avoid that. I don't want the screen to seem too cluttered up. So, if you guys think it looks good, I will run with it. And that's pretty much the initial reaction to this seems to be pretty positive, actually. I think everybody in this room really likes this layout. What do you think?
I like it.
I guess I'll follow it up with Ashidaru then. And just before I go, thank you to everyone who sent art. Thank you so much for that. And yes, now that that's done, please join us again tomorrow night for more Final Fantasy IX, and join us again next Wednesday for more Diablo 3.
Raid?
Oh, yes. Also a raid. We need to do that too. So, let's see if anybody I follow is live right now. And it's Wednesday, it's a Diablo stream. I don't even need to think about what the raid message is going to be this time.
Pizza party. No, Grogg flog.
Yes, Grogg flog. We rated him last time. Ty Tuesday is the only guy I follow who is live right now that we could do this with. But we rated him last time. Maybe I'll just start hosting him then. We won't bug him. We won't bug him a second time. So thank you all so much for doing this, being here, and join us again next time for Final Fantasy IX and anything else I feel like playing. Until then, I'm Whatthefnu.
Grogg flog.
We'll see you again then. Later, everybody.